Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Brandon back with another video. Pardon me for this if y'all sense or see any sniffling or whatever. It's my allergies acting up. It's not COVID. It's not even a cold. It's just really this time of year, and then I believe also it's just my diet. Just certain reactions to things that I ingest that I'm not supposed to, that I'm working on cutting out of my diet. But I just wanted to jump on and just share. So much is just happening, so much good things, great things in this season. And it is all a result of part of the process that I've been chronicling, as far as it started out with dealing with my limiting beliefs. And that has led me down a whole rabbit hole in a good way. And it runs deep, man. And it's just really all about inner work. And those who do the work resonate with those who do the work, because others of those who do the work, because it's so rare and it's so few. And it's because it's like Christ said. He said that narrow is the path. It's a broad way that was popular. And this worldly system and culture. That way is broad, and it's a gazillion people going that way. But for those who are elect or who are called out, and who really set themselves apart to do the work that we were sent here to do, are few, because it's hard in a sense. It's hard because it breaks away from the traditional mode of this world, and it's kind of tedious, and it's inconvenient when we have been programmed and shaped to live our lives and to think according to a certain way for X amount of years that we've been here. It's difficult initially, but it gets easier, and it sets you up for it to be easier as time goes on. The concept is simple, but it's not easy initially, and it becomes easier as you continue to do the work. And that's what I'm finding out. Initially, I embarked upon this journey for one reason, and that was the carrot that led me on the search to go down the rabbit hole. Now that I'm on the journey, I'm finding out that it was never about the destination, and it wasn't what I originally sought out, but it was for the journey, because it's in the journey where self-discovery happens, and more importantly, where we grow. And then once we grow, we'll be able to look around us at the world that is created around us as a result of our growth, and we will see everything that we thought we desired will be there, but it'll be a byproduct of going through the process and growing as a person, and it won't hold the same significance that it initially did. And I'm not saying that in a bad way, just saying that when you grow and you prioritize your growth as a person, it puts everything in perspective. And so in doing this work, man, and just really just getting unraveling the layers that have caked on just and accumulated just in the process of going through life. It's a beautiful thing, and you feel it's like weight and burdens and everything just falls off of you. And the way that we have been programmed is to think that accumulation is the name of the game. We have to be and accumulate more in order to and that was the objective of life. But ultimately, it's really about subtraction. It's about peeling away the layers that is resisting true life that's within us from coming forth. So it's not so much about working for abundance or working for health or working to obtain love. We already are those things in our inner being, whether you call that source, whether you call it spirit, consciousness, or whatever, what have you. We already are those things. It's just the accumulation of the layers in the form of limiting beliefs and thoughts and things that we accumulate in life, as far as being programmed by life, things that we've been through, trauma. The way we view life is because of either A, the way we've been programmed, or B, what we've actually experienced as a result of being programmed. So it's really a mixture of both. And so it's really undoing. It's really more of an undoing, and it's an unlearning to relearn. But that learning is not necessarily scholastic or intellectual knowledge. It is more intuitive because it comes from within. We're able to hear more clear, because everything that we need and who we really are is already inside of us. We think that we are this avatar called a body, and we use this brain, and we think that it is who we are, but that's just the ego. It has developed an identity apart from who we are, which is spirit. We are spirit beings in our essence. We come from source, spirit, consciousness, essence, like all those things, that part of you that's on the inside of you that you can't physically touch or see, but you know that's there, the one that is observing the thoughts. So again, when we're having thoughts, we get so lost in our mind, we think that we are our brain, but our brain is the one that's doing the thinking or the ceaseless self-talk and chatter. But if you just stand back, if you do any amount of prayer or stillness or soaking or what have you, and you will, the quieter and the stiller you get, you'll see the separation. You'll be able to feel it. It's something that you can't exactly explain, something that's better experienced. And so, like I said, in doing this work, I'm coming to find out that it was never about trying to work to accumulate riches or trying to become more loving, or to become healthier. We already are those things on the inside of us. The work is to really do the inner work, to sit still, to face those things, to look yourself in the mirror, and deal with the things that is holding you back as an individual. And that's a work that 99% of people don't want to do because it's uncomfortable. It can be it's uncomfortable, it's tedious, it's not popular, it doesn't feel good, but it's necessary if you want to maximize and optimize this life that we are here, and to self-express and to bring forth who you really are and everything that's on the inside of you. And so that's the journey that I'm on, just really an undoing. And the more that I undo, the more that I do the work, the more that I release limiting beliefs and the resistance around the things that I sincerely desire and intend, the more those things start to happen as a natural byproduct. And so it's not about striving and it's not about willpower, but that's the way that we have been trained to conduct ourselves in this world. We don't have to stress and strain in order to accumulate and accomplish. Our work is to enter into rest, which is to believe. Believing is a byproduct. It's something that we do naturally. And so if there's something that is resisting what it is that we desire, then that means that those are blocks and limiting beliefs. And so we have to do the work to release the resistance around what it is that we desire and what we intend. And then those things come forth naturally as a byproduct because there's nothing resisting it, excuse me. And so that's what I'm finding out. That's why I say clarity of intention. It's kind of like a GPS. We don't have to struggle and strain to reach a destination unless we don't utilize the technology and the tools that we have been afforded. Like, you can do it the hard way, and you can be stubborn, and you can drive around, and you can try to find it on your own, and you can spend and expend countless amounts of gas, waste time, energy, and frustration, and everything else that comes with it, trying to do it the hard way. Or you can just simply find out the address of the destination that you're trying to get to, and you plug it into the GPS, and then you sit back and you allow the GPS to guide you. You simply listen to the voice and you take directions. And that's the same thing in life. God is on the inside of us, Christ in you, the hope of glory. And Christ said it best. He said that we're not to live by bread alone, but we are to live by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. We are to live from the inside out by divine instruction, simply listening and carrying out what it is that we hear, going where we're told to go, doing what we're told to do when we're told to do it makes life so much simpler. But it's all of the accumulation, like I said, that we accumulate going through this life, and that we make things hard. But when, like I said in the example of the GPS, all you have to do is plug in the address, and the GPS takes care of the rest of it. You just have to sit back and enjoy the journey. Of course, drive, unless you got a self-driving car. But I said all that to say that we make life so complicated when it's so simple. And so when you have clarity of what it is that you truly desire and where it is that you want to go, you don't have to know the how, the when, the where, and all of those non-essentials. Only thing it is you have to know is where you want to go, where you want to end up, what you want to accomplish, which is the end goal. And you plug that into the GPS, which is subconscious mind and or the spirit man, and take directions. Listen, take directions, and go. And so when we think about the brain, we think about the brain is more of like the executive. It's the CEO. He is supposed to delegate to the subconscious mind, and the subconscious mind job is to carry it out. But a lot of times we take our brain, which is the CEO and the executive, and we allow him to, it's not multitask. What is it? When you nitpick, whatever, where he does all of the little jobs and he tries to oversee every part of the process when that's not what he's supposed to do. He's simply supposed to give the directive and then sit back and trust the employees to carry it out. And so a lot of times you can tell when you are in your brain and your conscious mind, because that's when worry, that's when anxiety, that's when frustration, impatience, and all of those things happen, because you're trying to figure out the when, the where, the how, and the who, when the subconscious mind's job is to figure that out and to relay that back to you. The conscious mind or the conscious brain's job is to simply delegate, is to give instructions, is to give directions, and then he sits back and he trusts his employees to carry out the job. And so that's why I said the concept of life is simple. That's not to say it's always easy, but it becomes easy, and it definitely becomes easier. And we're starting to see a paradigm shift, where the power, the authority, the wealth, and everything is going to those who do the work, because that's the new paradigm. And so we're seeing it unfold, and you want to be with it. You want to go with the stream, not against it. I didn't intend to be on here too long. I hope you got something out of my rambling and my sniffles. Like I said, I plan to do more content, but I prioritize my journey and my personal health, mental and spiritual health in my process. I'm not one that just want to spout off the rooftops stuff that I haven't processed myself. And so the higher I go and the deeper I go and experience and process myself, then I will be able to come back and relay that to you guys. Until next time, like, share, subscribe, comment, do all those things, whatever platform you're watching this on. And until next time, peace.